Welcome to the Explorer and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall be taking you to look at top 10 best African countries for doing business. The World Bank's Doing Business 2020 is the 17th in a series of annual studies investigating the regulation that enhance business activities and those that constrains it. It provides quantitative indicators covering 12 areas of the business environment in 190 economies. The goal of the Doing Business series is to provide objective data for use by governments in designing sound business regulatory policies and to encourage research on the important dimensions of the regulatory environment for firms. On October 24, the World Bank released its 17 E's of Doing Business report. In the report, it ranked 190 countries across the globe according to how easy or difficult it is to do business as a consequence of government policies. Doing Business measures regulations of the labor market, which has not been included in this year's ranking. And for the 11 areas in the life cycle of a business, 10 of these areas have been included in this year's ranking on the ease of doing business. There are obtaining a building permit, connecting to electricity, transferring ownership, getting credits, protecting minority investors, payment of taxes, cross-border trading, enforcing contract, and resolving insolvency. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. On the African front, several countries did climb up the list, signaling more favorable government policies with respect to doing business. So here are top 10 best African countries for doing business. Number 10. Seychelles. Score 61.7. Seychelles scored 61.7 in the 2020 Doing Business report, which placed the country in the 100 position. With a population of 95,660 inhabitants in 2019, the country came in 96th in the 2010 report. By removing administrative barriers and offering a variety of economic incentives, the government has worked hard and created a strong environment for investment. The private sector is playing an important role in the economic dynamism that the country is experiencing. The government is also supporting the effort made by the Seychelles Investment Bureau and the Financial Services Authority. These two institutions are dedicated to empowering foreign investments in the country. Seychelles is not only an amazing tourist destination. Doing business in the country is quite easy. It ranks at the 10th position in Africa and the 100th in the world. Number 9. Togo. Score 62.3. For the second year consecutively, Togo is ranked among the top 10 reformers of the world and the first in Africa according to the latest Doing Business report. Indeed, the index, which ranked 190 countries based on the ease of doing business, places the West African nation at the 97th position. This is a major leap up, 40 places compared to the previous edition of the report, even if that year, the country's ranking had soared by 19 places. The government of Togo has been working extremely hard to make Togo one of the best countries in Africa for business. Starting and running a business in Togo is extremely simple, which is why it ranks at the 9th position in Africa and the 97th position globally. Number 8. Botswana. Score 66.2. While it was marked as the 71st country in the World Bank's 2017 report, Botswana lowered its status in the 2018 report. It is now ranked at 86 globally and 6th in Africa with a score of 65.40. For this year's report, its score has improved but its position has declined. Economist explains that this drop was caused by the lack of interest to invest in the diamond industry. Investors assumed that Botswana does not need international investment. The results show a noticeable decline in the rate of investments from 2015 to 2016, that is from 25% to 30%. Botswana currently ranked as the 8th best African country for business and the 87th in the world. Number 7. Zambia. Score 66.9. According to the Doing Business report of 2020, Zambia has improved from the 87th position 2019 to the 85th position 2019 with a score of 66.9. Zambia is also among one of the world's top 10 economies with the most notable improvements. The report indicates that Zambia has implemented 3 regulatory reforms as well. Firstly, the government empowered access to credit by launching the new Movable Property Tax Act. Secondly, the country established a new unified collateral registry. And lastly, the country implemented a reform that reduces the tax rate of transferring properties. Zambia currently ranks at the 85th position globally. Number 6. South Africa. Score 67.0. With a score of 67.0, the 2020 report ranked South Africa as 84th. This country has always been the most powerful country in Africa in terms of touristic attraction, as millions of tourists visit South Africa each year to enjoy its beauty. The government is working very hard to reach the same status in attracting foreign investors by providing them with various facilities to do business in. This area is now evolving rapidly, and it offers real business opportunities to investors from all nationalities. The government offers a full range of investment incentives for domestic and foreign investors. These incentives are managed by the Department of Trade and Industries and various other agencies. They can be sorted in the following 10 categories. Number 5. Tunisia. Score 68.7. Tunisia, now ranked at 87th position globally with a score of 68.7 points in Doing Business Report 2020, has risen 8 places from its spot at 88 in 2019 report. Following behind Morocco, the cradle of the Arab Spring is the second country in doing business in North Africa. The report also states that setting up a business in Tunisia requires an average of 11 days and 9 administrative procedures. Because of these conditions, Tunisia is ranked 87 out of 119 with a score of 68.7. Additionally, businesses will have to go through 18 administrative procedures, which will require an average of 96 days. Number 4. Kenya. Score 73.2. Kenya came in 4th position among African countries in Doing Business Report 2020 by coming in at the 56th position globally with a score of 73.2 points compared to the 2019 report when it was ranked 60th. The improvements are driven by the government and the private sector in the business environment. Last year, Kenya delivered the highest number of business-related reforms on the African continent, said Anand Mohammed, Secretary of the Industrialization Cabinet. In fact, Kenya has gained 53 positions over the last 3 years. The country's position in the 2010 Doing Business Report remains its best performance in the last 15 years. To put into perspective, Kenya was ranked 113th in 2016 because of the Kenyan government, in addition to the private sector, wants to be in the top 50 countries by the end of 2020. Kenya is working hard to facilitate the process of creating and doing business in different economic sectors. The 2020 report states that Kenya has improved the reliability of electricity by investing in its distribution line and transformation. Additionally, they have also created a power station that restores power when necessary. This improvement has also helped to give easier access to credit information through the positive involvement of banking institutions. Number 3. Morocco. Score 73.4. The Kingdom of Morocco has managed to climb to the top rank among the Middle East and North African countries, behind the United Arab Emirates 16th and Bahrain 43rd, and for the first time ahead of the Sultanate of Oman. On the African continent, Morocco maintains its 10th position with a score of 73.4 out of 100. Morocco has also maintained its position in the second best category of countries in terms of ease of doing business in the world, says the Department of the Head of Government. They explained that the World Bank has created 5 categories of countries, of which the first includes mainly the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Developing Countries. At the global level, Morocco ranks at the 53rd position. Number 2. Rwanda. Score 76.5. Rwanda emerged in the top 40 countries of the World Bank's Doing Business Report for the first time with a score of 76.5. Globally, according to the report, Rwanda is 38th on the Ease of Doing Business rankings. The country has made 52 reforms over the last decade, bringing significant improvements to the environment of business and investment. Notable reforms include that of improving the building permit process by increasing quality control during construction with the introduction of risk-based inspections. Rwanda has made the task of registering goods easier by using online services that facilitates the registration of property transfers. The country has an effective land registry that takes 7 days to transfer the property, and it costs 0.1% of the property's value. Rwanda is currently the second best country for doing business in Africa and 38th in the world. Number 1. Mauritius. Score 81.5. Mauritius currently occupies the number 1 spot as the best country in Africa to do business, a position she has been occupying for a long time. As one of the richest, most peaceful countries in Africa as per the report, Mauritius scored 81.5 on 100 and currently ranked as the 13th best country in the world for business. The Mauritian government has put favorable conditions for foreigners to invest in the country, especially in the domain of industries. There you have it, explorers. Those were the top 10 best countries in Africa to do business in. If you're thinking about starting and growing a successful business, head over to these countries and you can thank us later. Thanks for watching this video. If you want us to cover any of your top 10 videos, do well to leave a suggestion in the comments and we will do well to grant your requests. Also, do not forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends.